The LEAP project is a 3-year Vic Health funded project, really focusing on how social engagement using arts as a conduit can actually increase people's wellbeing and social connections, and as a consequence, improve people's mental health. And the Central Highlands project was a partnership between the City of Ballarat and 4 other shires. One of the considerations that was important to us was having some tangible legacy, having something that will have a consequence or a benefit post the funded period. We had basically a steering committee who were made up of people who worked in council, either representatives of youth or arts or community development, and that working party, that working team, made decisions in relation to how the LEAP investment could be best delivered into their community and where the communities of need was. Some of those projects included working with aged communities, some with youth, some with isolated communities. So it was quite different across the partnership, but each council identified how and what the project would look like. So quite a lot of diversity, but the unifying element was that we would engage professional artists working with communities to increase social connection through whatever channel the community identified. What we generally have done across each of the various projects is identify enabled groups or individuals, and then to form working teams around the projects that are made up of community individuals. I think one of the great things about the project is that a lot of people who hadn't worked together, or a lot of organisations that hadn't worked together or hadn't used the arts as a conduit, did. What I've witnessed over the last 3 years is some really dynamic and some fantastic outcomes where we actually now have a network of council staff who have come together through this project but now have new relationships formed. Over the whole life of the project, we're talking about tens of thousands of people involved, not just directly but indirectly in development, preparation, engagement, participation. So where you actually have professional artists working with communities over a long period of time, you build trust, you build understanding, you identify a need, and you actually also build capacity of the communities that you're working with. And that's, I suppose, the legacy of the Vic Health investment, that individuals within these communities learnt new skills, form new relationships, develop new networks, and that, from my perspective as being the LEAP coordinator, has been the greatest benefit. There was one project that actually isn't documented on the collection of videos that we have, a web-based resource called the Arts Atlas. And the Arts Atlas was a whole of region LEAP project, which was really about bringing people together who might be interested in the arts, who are artists, who run art spaces or who run events, to provide a platform where all that information can come together in one place. If we just looked at the 3-year period that was funded, I've certainly seen some significant changes in and opportunities presented for all of the communities in being able to experience new things, being able to generate new ideas, being able to come together and share and try new things as well. I was really quite humbled, I suppose, by the impact that the stories that people shared in the films that are on this package, that people actually felt invigorated by the fact that engagement in the art in a meaningful way can actually change people's lives, and in a way that is positive, constructive, and deeply moving. It's reminded me that sometimes, when things feel tough, that the arts actually do and can make a difference.